everyone, welcome for this new weekly community show. We are already in April. We have released the patch of March last week. It was quite exciting. I hope you did enjoy the new features that we have released in this patch, may it be the first person view, the gel system, or if you are the right level, the new dungeon. We have also published a very nice stream event that happened across several channels with different developers and different streamers. So you may have seen the new dungeon, the Forgotten Depths, on the Net and Napalm stream, or Alice Bluu, Moreland TV, Koopa, myself, or who was the last one? No, I think I've been speaking about everyone. Anyway, and Drindin was there as well to answer all questions. So it was a really cool event. We had a lot of fun. People seems to enjoy the event as well. There was some giveaway. The giveaway was either a copy of the game or some time, like a month of sub. So the winner could choose that, and this is the kind of event we will be doing in future. Really would like to have an event like this every month to present you the new patch in a very exciting and festive way with different content creators and different devs that can answer your question immediately and present you, introduce you to the new content. But today we're going to speak about what's coming in for the month of April. So we're going through the QA patch notes, and then I have a special guest, which will be Alice Bluu. And this is also something that I would like to introduce now. It's to have once a month a content creator or several content creators that are going to discuss a little bit about the last patch that just happened the week before, what we think about it, what we think about the state of the game. So it's really this community talk that we are discussing about. And then I would like to have one dev coming in every month, the week just before the patch, to discuss about the new content we are preparing for you guys. So you will have some special guests more and more on this show, and I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this. Remember, if you're missing those live, you can check them out on our YouTube channel. If you want to see them live because you're watching them on YouTube, you can check them out on Twitch TV every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Europe time or 2 a.m. Central American time. You can see the show that happened. Either you can check, of course, the video of the Nathan Napalm. You go on his YouTube channel, then you can see the whole stream, or you can go on Moreland TV or my channel, or certainly Alice Bluu as well, or Koopa. And you can check the VODs. So this was Saturday night. But if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to go ahead, you can see my perspective on the last community show. I've put some extract. I've take the best part of it, so it was not a too long episode, but you will have, instead of having 2 hours of playthrough, it kind of summarized to 40 minutes, something like this, with the best part and a lot of variety of stuff we have been showing through the dungeon. So you can check out the last community show. You will see that playthrough if you are curious about it and if you missed it. Let's read those QA notes for the month of April. So first, a few notes. Improved the reliability and consistency of anything that relies on the altitude of the sun to make adjustment. This includes adjusting the fog through the day, your backpack VFX, embering VFX, and the dungeon skylight. Ooh, that will be nice. Fixed an issue with colored light not properly disabling themselves. Fixed Ember biome in a number of different scenes to properly populate around Embers Adrift, Rupture and Ring. It's the blue flower, the weird mushroom and the weird trees. That's going to be really nice. So this is all little polish, Fixed visual for Manslayer sword and shadow bows. Moving stat combat and resist tab into the equipment window. And rooted halted mobs will now more intelligently select their target based on who they can attack nearby. So that's an improvement into the artificial intelligence of our NPCs. So that's the kind of improvement you can see on the QA server if you want to try them out. All right, so let's read an important note. We're going to try something a little new this month by sharing with you some of what is on our short list of things we are currently working or hope to be working on in the near future. Those are presented in no specific order, and things will likely be removed, added as the month progresses. Some items will be delivered, some may not. It all depends on everything that happened between now and the patch. So basically, this is a way to be even more transparent with you if anything possible, and to show you what are the things we are working on and you possibly can see in the next patch. This will allow you also to discuss about it, to share your opinion. Oh, I'm really excited about that, blah, 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 and to try them out on the QA server. So the change that we are working on right now: update the game engine to the latest minor revision, bugs fixes, rendering fixes, etc. Con control adjustment, fear calls for help. That's something we have been discussing in the stream show in the dungeon. We were speaking about the fear. Until now, the fear you have you fear the mob that is running away from the group, but now it will be dangerous because it will call for help. So this is something that will need to be tested. A lot of players that have seen that in the live server, it was not supposed, it kind of slipped and it was not supposed to be on the live, and they really were scared about it. What's happening? What's going on? So it will be tested on the QA server. Now, if you want to try it on the QA server, give your feedback. Thank you. Stopping NPC sensor update while CC'd. Right now, NPC will too easily forget you if halted, stunned, feared while you are hiding around the corner. This is because if you spend enough time outside of the sensor range, then they forget you exist. However, this is not the intended behavior and or use case for CC abilities. When a CC breaks or wear off, they should still be mad at you. Hence, I will assume you are within the sensor range while the NPC is CC'd. So, Larkin Horsley. So this change will make fear kind of pointless. Fearing into a bunch of mobs is dangerous already, but having them shout for help after running away will pull a huge train, worse than not fearing as a CC in the first place. I think what that means is that now they are going to call for help if they are going into some mob. Until now it was not doing that. It is a little bit like what happened with the fear in World of Warcraft, for example. I've not played EverQuest, so I cannot speak about EverQuest, but in World of Warcraft, if you feared an NPC and it ran through some mobs, then it was going to bring them back. Now it's not happening. So now you fear a mob in a pack of mob, it's not going to do anything. So that will be the change. The idea is that fear is more dangerous than stun. So you will have to be more careful when you use fear than stun. That being said, there is some discussion and some people that have been discussing about this and saying that it will be useless, etc. While the intention is to make fear something useful but less reliable than stun. So give your feedback. Try it on the QA server, test it, and see how it goes, if it makes the fight more interesting or if it makes fear not interesting at all. It still needs to stay something exciting to use. So some people might enjoy the extra risk that comes with it, some will not, but what's very important is to open the discussion on the QA server and try it and experiment it with an open mind and yeah. In any case, for the fear discussion, please give your detailed feedback and feeling on the QA server, on the QA forum, after testing it, of course, and share your concern, and so there can be a dialogue between the devs and and the player, the goal is not to make fear useless. That's not the goal at all. Of course, we want fear to still be useful. It needs to be useful with a little extra risk and to cause a little bit of chaos. And by the way, if you are in a group and you are kicking out someone because he has feared and the fear go wrong, that's not nice. You don't do that. You don't kick people for such stupid reason. You have a discussion with them. You're nice. Mistakes can happen. It's important to be someone tolerant, patient, compassionate. No, don't you think? I mean, that's just me thinking. But I understand your concern, and please feel free to develop it and discuss it in the QA server. All right, that being said, the menace of being kicked, no. Then that means that your group is not nice. If you do, well, unless you're intensely causing trouble by using fear all the time, and the people have been asking, oh, okay, can you stop with the fear, please? That's a different situation. But if you say, oh, oops, oh no, my fear caused a problem, oh, that's so sad, and your group kick you, then this group is elitist jerk. That's my opinion. Trakati is saying, luckily, death penalty is not as bad as in EQ, so people don't get as mad. Well, thankfully. And I hope that we are building a nice community of people that are understanding each other and being open-minded and compassionate with each other. That's really what I would like to infuse into the community, is this kind of patience and understanding with each other. Mistake can be made. Some people are less skilled than others. You have to make your choice then of how you want to set up your group, if you want a very serious group or if you're a little bit more flexible about that. But always acting with kindness, I think it's important. Great guild name, Elitist Jerks. Well, it was a forum called like that. I remember reading it before, back in the days for World of Warcraft. Was a lot of theory crafting about your equipment and the spell you needed to use. Fuzzy saying, I've only found awesome personalities in this game. Everyone is super helpful. That's really, really great. Thank you. That's really cool. I'm happy that you like the community. And it's only the beginning of the story, of course. We're going to grow it step by step, make it even nicer. By the way, thank you very much, Ragnar GB, Tell and everyone else for following. Many thanks, and may you be welcome on the stream. Alright, so that was for the fear. Now let's speak about other things. So what can come in the QA server soon? Grimstone Phase 2. Isn't that nice? Forgotten Depth Phase 2. Junk should stack when deconstructing. A nice little improvement. And tooltip cleanup show damage range instead of dice. Of course, that's just one list of items. There's many other things that is currently being worked on, and that will probably be added in this list. There's some quests that are currently being worked on. There's still the itemization that is worked on. There's some artistic assets and different things, so we will be sharing more of that as we go, and it's going to be quite exciting. So that's about it for now for the QA patch note for April. So this will be developed over time. Of course, we're just the 1 week after the patch, so that week is a little bit weak in terms of additional content, as you may understand, which is why we do have a very exciting guest today to discuss about the patch. But before we do, there is a news that we need to discuss about. Larkin Orsley is saying, oh, 2 more things. Junk should stack was deconstructing. When is the bug going to be fixed that there is only junk made when deconstructing? Well, that I don't know when that bug will be solved, because I know it's something we have been discussing a lot, and if it's still not on the list, it's probably because there's something that are not allowing it to work easily. And sad about the dice, this was actually very unique things about EA, gave an old pen and paper feeling. Yeah, I agree with you. I like it too. But apparently there's too much confusion. Too much people are like, what does that mean? So I do, but I can maybe have a detailed answer of why this is done. I enjoyed it too, but you had the question all the time. What is my weapon doing? I don't understand. And you had a lot of people being annoyed by it instead of being happy about it. And in the end, the translation will always be to calculate the damage range. And so there it is. But if you want, I will ask on Wednesday the exact reason why it is done. I've just shared you was my assumption. And then I can share it with you guys. All right, so this is a different news. It is not content, it's something completely different. It is our new level 50. Congratulations to Lethal, which is a berserker, and Ariola, which is a duelist, that both have reached level 50 yesterday. So we're celebrating them. Thank you so very much for playing the game so long. Thank you for your dedication. Congratulations for your hard work and for reaching out the max level. So yesterday night I've been doing a few screenshots about them. I've been giving the title to Ariola, which is the first duelist. So she got the title as being world first duelist. That being said, Ariola is really much in favor of having that title given to everyone, and I will write a post about that. I didn't have the chance to do it yet, with the little word that both Ariola and Lethal have been sharing about their experience in the game. So related to the title, I want to do a very short little note about this, and not really open the discussion right now, because I will open the discussion later on, but I want to discuss with my team first. So we wanted to honor the effort of someone that has become the world first, because we have only one server. It's an unique occasion. There will be one single person that has reached that point, and we kind of wanted to mark it, not in a way to push people to rush for it, but just to celebrate it, to, you know, congratulate the person. It was just as a little token of achievement, something like that, very simple. We didn't want this title story to cause grief and bitterness in the community. The other point is that we want also to have a title for any player that reached level 50. But originally that title should have been automatic. For now, it's very easy. I can do it manually. I can visit each and every one player that reached level 50, because there's very little of them. But hopefully, one day, the game will be successful enough for me to make this task impossible. So the system needs to be automated. So I will open a discussion later on for the community to share their feeling regarding those titles. They were really aimed to celebrate, to be a celebration, not to cause bitterness and resentment between players. That's very important. So we are going to discuss about all of that. So keep up to date with the forum. It's coming soon this week. Oh, Larkin Horsley, you are Ariola. Oh, hello. So I have no idea. So you can see what I'm saying in your back. What do you think of the screenshots? Because I had several to choose from. I cannot show all of them right now because there's the discussion. To keep the title, I needed to keep the interface. But I thought that one was really funny. because you have all your team that has not reached level 50. They're like looking at you, especially this guy. They're like looking at you and you're the only one like making woohoo. Just, yeah, I kind of like it, which is why I choose that one. Not yet. When I did the screenshot, it was still level 49. Yeah. It's closing the gap. So maybe it did reach during the night, I don't know. But when I did the screenshot, it was not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that will be the next one on the list, unless it got beaten up by someone else. But it will be surprising. It will be surprising because Mist and Mul, they were 47, I think, when I took the screenshots. Anyway, that was nice. A nice little news about this. Those are face of jealousy. Yeah, like they kind of look a little bit like that, right? Yeah, I thought that screenshot was cool. Expressing a lot of feelings. Anyway, it will be time to have our special guests. Alright, so dear Alice, it's really nice to have you on the show. It's the first time we are having a content creator or a community member chatting on the show, except for that special episode we did in December with a Songbox, Ash Beyond Gaming and Shadow Zero Soul and yourself, which was really, really cool. And I was watching that show and I thought, we need to do that more regularly. We need to do that every month. So this is the first month we are inviting some person from the content creators team. So content creator, be ready to join up if you want. So Alice, what about presenting yourself in case someone didn't know about you?
Well, I am Alice Bluu. You may know me as Viper in game. Viper is my main character, Warden. Also, I am the guild leader of Embers After Dark. We play mainly at night. And what else? Let's see here. I stream very sporadically. And the wiki.
Yes.
We've got the wiki going. We have a handful of really great people working hard on it. It's coming along very nicely. And yeah, I suppose that's about it.
Yeah, but that's great. It's a lot of things, right? We're doing also some video content with the patch notes, and you have a YouTube channel with different relaxing video about the game, showing up Vista and things like that.
Yes, and I help Frank with a lot of his little videos as well.
Oh yeah,
Those
nice.
are fun. I love that.
So the video we're talking about are being released exclusively on Twitter, so you can have a look at Cypher Vision. You will find plenty of daily video actually about all kind of things happening in Embers Adrift. They are pretty short and they cannot be shared on YouTube or on Twitch because there is copyright on the music used. So you just have to know they exist. You just have to check them out for yourself on Twitter. So Alice, what about discussing of the last patch? What did you enjoy about it? What do you think about it?
Man, we have really been enjoying the crap out of Gel. It's awesome. Brilliant idea that they had, and it works so well. And even my guild is like, but we're gelled, it doesn't matter. I'm like, they're still orange. Like, it doesn't matter, we're gelled. I'm like, guys, it matters. We're gonna die.
Yeah. Yes, this is true. It is something, and I think it's really bring more flexibility to the group. And as we are a small community, this really bring a breeze of fresh air, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's been fun, a little chaotic, but fun chaos.
Yeah, indeed. So Fuzzy is asking, what does GEL stand for? Do you want to explain a bit the system, Alice?
Of gel? Yeah, so it brings up the lower level party members. It basically elevates them up to mesh better with the highest level in the party. So they'll be able to actually hit things that are red to them that normally you wouldn't be able to hit. And so it makes grouping up with higher level people way smoother. You're not just standing around going, okay, here's my torch.
Yeah, because it was a little bit frustrating before when some group were completely not allowing a lower level player to play with them because at lower level were basically useless. But we don't have a lot of choice in a small community, or we have to be a little bit more flexible and a bit more open. And so to really bring some players that are usually missing on every of their attack, now they can at least participate to the fight.
Yeah, it's been really great.
Fuzzy saying this was really a good feature. I was bored running around just gathering, and next things I know, I'm grouped with level 25, 28 and actually getting to experience. Oh, that's super cool. Sprott the healer is asking, does that change the healing? So no, it doesn't change the power of your ability. It just change your misses and your defense. So you're not becoming more powerful because you are with a high level in your group, but you will not miss anymore, or you will not get wrecked in one shot anymore, which is really, really good. Now, if you're by yourself and you attack a red mob, you will still be wrecked. So don't do that. But if you are with another player in your group, it makes things a little bit easier. You can participate to the fight. You're not missing everything. So Fuzzy saying, I don't know, I was healing people 8-9 level higher than me and it wasn't hard. But it was always possible for the healer. The healer were the only one that are maybe not benefiting as much as the other for this system.
Yeah, I believe it only mainly affects the mob's resistances, which is what determines if you can hit it or not, right?
Yeah. That and your own defenses, so you might resist better hits as well. While previously, if you were hit by red mob, you will really die very fast.
I mean, I still died to gray mobs in the bottom of Central Veins 1 the other day, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make you OP.
No, you are always at risk in Embers Adrift, which is an aspect that I really like, is that even if you are higher level, you're not going to sneeze on the mobs and they fall in front of your feet. So Alice, we went into the stronghold of the Forgotten Depths. What do you think of the new dungeon?
I thought it was absolutely beautiful. You can really tell that Charles and the art team put a lot of hard work into it because it looks so good. And it was fun. Those fish, like, oh man, that was exciting seeing a giant fish, like, just flapping around at you.
They're really horrible creatures. They're looking really awesome.
I'm obsessed with those blue mushrooms. Amazing.
Yeah, that's always nice. Now we can share some little secret about that dungeon that Charlie has explained. You can see 2 episodes previously on YouTube. You can check out the interview of Charlie explaining you in detail all those kind of things. But basically, this was his first piece of world building, which of course has been improved since then. But that means that Alice and I got to try that like back in 2017 or 2018 or sometimes like very, very, very long time ago. Do you remember that?
Vaguely, I think, weren't there like floaty eyeball guys
Yeah.
in there? It was so long ago. I just remember running into those eyeball guys and be like, nope, turn around.
Yeah, I remember a room where, well, I think it was the ladder room where you descend with the ladder, and you had, or it was that one or another, but it was full of skeleton. You had plenty of skellies there,
Yeah,
which
that
is,
was scary.
yeah. It's funny because that's not mobs we're using anymore, but that's the one we tested the game as before, like ages ago. We had those kind of eyeball and different little mobs that were from the Unity store, I guess. Very basic things.
Make beholders great again.
Oh, that's how they were called? The Beholder?
That sounds right.
Really? I don't remember the name. No, we are better creature now. The Watcher, said Rindin.
Watchers. Okay.
Yeah. The big airborne things with tentacle. Well, they didn't have tentacles, they just had little flap wings.
Yeah, they were like weird bats, eyeball bats.
Yeah. Well, it was more like the kind of mob you find in a Super Mario game or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. I just fun memories to remember our beginning, I think.
We had fun. I mean, it wasn't much of a game, but it was fun.
Yeah, indeed. But now we have serious creature that has been created by our artists, and they have put time and effort into it, and yeah, it's a little bit more cohesive, coherent, and telling a story as well.
And they're beautiful. I really enjoy all the new custom mobs we're seeing with each new zone and stuff. It's so great.
So what is your favorite room in the dungeon so far?
I don't know. That room with the gate and the giant mire, that was pretty interesting. I wanna kill it. It needs to die.
It needs to die. So, yeah, that's a quite intriguing thing. Do you have a theory about what the hell is going on there?
I think we're gonna have to find a key to get in.
Nice. So, Guy, remember Alice's prediction? She said we will need to find a key to get there. Will be how we get there or not? We will see that in future episodes. So stay tuned.
Can't wait to kill that thing. Man.
Yeah, it will be fun. There's a lot of potential in this dungeon, especially it's only the first phase. And then you can go deeper and deeper and see more things.
Well, quit feeding them.
Yeah, we have some interesting theory. Xerwolf saying, we're definitely feeding the Marshak of Ember ore and it got chunky. So Fizzy is saying, I started playing I think in November 2022 and only played for like a week. Just came back and I think I'm getting addicted. Oh, that's really cool, Fizzy. I'm very happy about that.
One of us.
Coach Ranos is saying, what happened? It seems to me that a cult of man hating women built his cave and crafted a lot of really cool weapons. A cult of man hating women? From where does that ID come from? So now the story about the Cabal that you find in the Forgotten Depth, Drindin has explained that very well during the stream, and you can see that in last week's episode. But basically, it was some alchemists from the academy that really wanted the pursuit of knowledge at all costs, regardless of the consequences. They got exiled, of course, because their stupid experiments, cruel experiments, were not welcomed in New Heaven society. So they got exiled and they decided to hide into those ruins to continue their pursuit of knowledge unpunished. So recently they have been discovered by the exile of Red Shore Forest and by the drifters or the adventurers that are running around. There is some disappearance and some other things happening over there. So that's why you need to have a look, organize an expedition and see what's going on there for real.
I can't wait to get into it. I so want to know about this cabal.
Nice. Well, you seemed a little bit excited when we were fighting the alchemist.
Oh yes, I was very excited. Especially with the mob leveling up. That was chef's kiss. Mwah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Those animations though. The animations for the alchemist with the shiny stuff on you and the orange spray, I mean, it's really, really great to see custom animations coming in with the new content, like together instead of, you know, getting it later on. That's progress, you know, and I love to see it. And also they look so good. Well done, guys.
Yeah, I think it's quite exciting to showcase this as well, especially after all those months where people were asking what about magic in Embers Adrift. So while we do not call it magic, there you go. You really have a sneak peek about what's going to happen.
I hope we get to do some cool stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always kind of look at like the new, like whenever there's new mobs and stuff and their abilities and like what they can do as like possible things that we might be able to do later, since they generally play by the same rules as we do, but not always. So with the exiles and them in Red Shore, like having the bears and the wolves tamed, like, are we gonna be able to do that? Maybe. They can do it. So we should be able to, right?
Yeah, taming animals is definitely something we want to add to the game, and it's going to be added to the game. We don't know when. It's not in the priority list right now, but this is really something we want to do because first the members of the team is quite excited by that. As gamer ourselves, we want to have it in our game. But then it's also one of the things that is the most requested from our community. So we obviously want to oblige. Now the difficulty is to have a very good artificial intelligence for those mobs, and that's a lot of engineering time that need to be put into that to have it right and not have a stupid pet that aggro everything and that does random stuff. We don't want that, right? So warden pets, nothing is saying that it will just be for the warden.
Oh, I definitely think everyone should be able to get one. So, yeah, it's going to be quite a while before that's even beginning to be a thing because, yeah, like you said, it's going to take a lot of development time.
Yeah, we have other things on our list that are very important to be completed and finished, like all the new dungeon, all the zones, and certain system that have to be done. But it's coming one day. Pet rock folk. Yeah, that's easier, of course. It doesn't have to be intelligent, it doesn't have any animation, so yeah, easy solution. Xerwolf is saying, oh man, those pet rock have 100% resilience, 100 resilience. Yeah, that's also true. But with the boss, the alchemist that you could see in the dungeon, and if you have not seen it, I really recommend you to check last week's episode. At the end of the episode, that's where you will see it, so you can really just watch that if it's the only thing that interests you in this episode. No, just check the whole episode, it's really nice. But you will have a sneak peek of the alchemy system and really be reassured about our will to add it into the game. We're currently working step by step to introduce the alchemy system in game. Is it something you're personally excited about, Alice?
Alchemy? Oh yes. Having been here for so long and like just being teased with it for years, I'm like, give it to me already. I need it.
Yeah. I really hope that player will be excited by it and really want to pursue or to choose whether they want or they don't want to pursue this quest, and to have a way of customizing their character further if they want, without having it an obligation, and so that you will see some player that say, oh no, I'm staying just martial, I don't bother with Ember, while some other player will really be excited to dabble into Ember, put the effort to it, because it will be something where you need to put an effort and then transform your ability, maybe do like nice Ember tsunami like the alchemist is doing.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what it's actually going to be, because I have all these ideas in my head of what it could be and what I want it to be, but you guys always surprise me.
Oh, that's nice. Can you develop about that?
What, that you guys surprise me?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's hard to explain.
It's okay.
There's always things that are like, you know, like new abilities and stuff back in the testing days, like, and with you know, Warden, before we had Warden, like, shoot, before we even had Embers Adrift, and then boom, Embers Adrift, and I was like, this is so awesome. Was not expecting it whatsoever. But, you know, when you announced it, it was just like, it clicked, you know? And I'm like, yes, that's perfect. Let's go.
Oh, that's so nice. It's so nice to hear some of those things from you, because you have been witnessing the progress of the game since so long ago, and you have been through it all. You have been accompanying the team with all our struggle, all our fears, all our worries, and all our success as well. And so it's really nice to have someone that has witnessed the earliest day and that can speak about it like you do, because you have been all along with a loyalty and a dedication. So it's really cool to have your opinion, what you have seen, and yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it brings a smile to your face.
Yeah.
Stop making me check my phone. It truly has been an amazing journey riding along with you guys for this. And I think what you guys have created is very unique. It might be small, it might be niche, it might not be perfect, but damn it, it's special.
Yes, thank you. And those are the kind of comments that really give us the motivation to continue and to fight through all the difficulties and to improve the game where it needs to be improved, and to add more content and to really try to engage the community in a nice way. That's more my part, because I'm not really adding to the completion of the game in itself, but I really want to engage the community in exciting ways as well, so we can enjoy this game, this world together.
It wouldn't be what it is without you. And that's a fact.
Thank you.
Sorry, I get a little bit emotional when I talk about it, because it's...
Yeah, but me too. It's been such a ride, like, and that's what a lot of people do not know about. It's like it has not been easy, right? It has been quite challenging and complex and intense, and we had to overcome, I will not say moment of despair, because that will be a little bit maybe exaggerated, but at least discouragement, doubt, and you know, there had been moments where we were really wondering if we could pull it off, and there it is, the game is there. Okay, we are a small community, but we can play the game, and there's problem, but we try to correct them as fast as possible and to add more content. So yeah, it's really cool. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
So, Drakati is saying, this game is very special. I'm definitively hooked and will continue to support. Thank you so much, Drakati. Fuzzy, have so much fun, and it brings up so much nostalgia with my old EQ memories. And Frank saying, the Death Seeker tour need the Death Seeker. And the Master. Now, one thing that I really like is that we are truly seeing a sense of community, but more like a family feel, like a giant guild. See what I mean?
It's really starting to come together.
Yeah,
it's very satisfying to watch.
Yeah, that's really cool. So thanks to each and every member, every player, every member of this community that are taking part of it and that are shaping it every day by being present, playing with other players, sharing your feedback, and people that has been testing the game like you, Alice, or providing content to help out, strengthen this community by providing some help for new players. And for people that are not players yet, that may stumble upon it and find it interesting. That's really great. I'm very grateful about that. Exactly, the real Vicious, you're part of that. I've been playing this game for 3 days now. Great communities for sure. Well, 3 days you're in the fam. Welcome. And Ranos is saying, I just want to say, it's so much, it's not so much the game for me, it's the people I've met. Very fun game, but your true purpose was successful for me. Bring people together and create communities. And Sprout the Healer said on that. Yeah, that's the goal. This game was supposed to be that, like a platform, a world to create friendship, adventure, and memories. Basically. So, Alice, do you have to conclude this little discussion? What are your biggest hope for the game, or something you wish to see added, or whatnot?
Oh, let me see here. Honestly, my biggest thing right now that I want to see improved upon and expanded is crafting. So that's my hope.
Okay.
For the future, the near future. Other than that, just keeping this momentum going with the community and everything. I feel like we're doing really good right now. Maybe that's just me, but I try not to look at world chat too much because it can be chaotic, and I just don't need all the extra noise in my brain. But when I do, I usually see people helping each other out and being so just amazing with each other, and that's great. So let's keep doing that, guys. Keep being good, decent people.
Yeah, I think that's the advantage of us having a small community. There is disadvantage, obviously, and downside to it, but one of the advantages to see this kind of helpfulness, togetherness that can be created. And that's very beautiful, that you cannot have as easily in other condition. Like the beginning, the launch of the game was much more chaotic. Yeah, here we are less people, but it's kind of nice and cozy in a way.
It's perfect for me. I don't like big crowds.
Yeah. Well, it will be nice to bring more player anyway. We are working on that.
Yes.
But so the
Not that I
crafting.
wouldn't.
The crafting, do you have any idea or something more specific to add about your wishes related to it?
I mean, a big thing I want is more like textures for the plants.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's like 4 plants that all have the same look, and you can't tell what's what, and so that can be really annoying. Just a lot of it's just little stuff like that, like fixing textures on things and giving crafted weapons more visual variety. But also, I really want crafting to give us a little more freedom in customizing our build towards certain stats.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the framework is there. It just, needs to be rise up the list of priority.
Okay, yeah. Well, for the visual, etc., that will be for our artists to work on. And then everything else, I think the crafting will be able to be rehold a little once we have done the itemization change, because that will give us more clarity about everything else.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I hope it comes soon.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things I've been like kind of holding out on doing, because I'm like, well, if I do this and then pretty soon it gets changed, I don't,
Yeah, you're just stacking up materials for...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a way of doing. So I would like to read a few comments before we close up the show. Lark and Horsley, which is Areola. Yet this game has only a teeny development team, and while we all whine and complain about itemization and need more zone, etc., it is only background noise. We are all really enjoy the game. This is a lot more fun to play than some huge name like Black Desert Online or Lost Ark. You really created a small miracle here. Thank you for this game. Thank you so much, Areola. And I guess that for someone that have reached level 50, it requires some quite huge dedication in Embers Adrift. So I think that's just prove your point. So thank you very much for being here. And we're very grateful to have the feedback that you guys are providing, because it keeps us in check. Otherwise, we could be in our own echo chamber and be completely illusional about what we want to create. And we need this kind of reality check with the players, which is why your feedback is really important. And even if we cannot always react to it properly or react to it fully, like offer you exactly what you want, it forces us to think, to consider things, and maybe it gives some inspiration. You can see that's how Undone work. Suddenly has like a light bulb illuminating in his mind, and he has a big inspiration, and that he get the job done very, very fast once the inspiration has hit him. And which is why giving him, nourishing him with materials for having those kind of momentum and inspiration hit is really, really great, because then you have a gel system, for example, and other things like that. Drokati saying, I really think crafting and trading will be improved with a monolith or teleport back to the city. Right now, a lot of people camp an alt there to get around the port to Northridge, run in city, then run back out to Northridge Mono. Yeah, we have been discussing about that. This is a discussion we have. Don't worry, it is not forgotten. I do not know the result it will have, but we know about that. We speak about it. And hopefully soon we will have something happening on that regard. I don't know yet. Meanwhile, join the fair trade every Sunday at 2 p.m. Central American time or 9 p.m. Central Europe time. This is something I'm organizing weekly. Maybe some weeks I will not be there, so I count on you to go in to handle the show or the event anyway. Weekly we have this little market event now, and last week was really fun. We did a lot of duel. I don't know if there was a lot of trading happening, but there was certainly a lot of duel happening, and it was really fun. We had a good time.
I love the dueling. It's great.
Yeah, it can bring a little bit of life in some downtime moments, you know, when you're waiting at the Ember Ring or something.
Well, and it brings people together too, because I mean, you'll see some people dueling. Oh, let me stop to watch, and next thing you know, you have a crowd.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone's dueling, and it's great.
I thought I had given you those 2 silver franc. Damn it! Oh no.
Oh, I wanted to say too, congrats, Areola, on 50. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great to see our little gang of level 50 growing as well. Jillitin, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome.
I had contemplated grinding to 50 because I want that title, but I was like, man, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's true.
And I already have a pretty cool title, so...
Yep, that's true too. Well, thank you so much, Alice. Before to go, can you tell us where we can follow you, etc.?
Oh, yes. You can follow me here on Twitch, also on YouTube. I have been on a little bit of a YouTube hiatus. It's just been really hard to get videos made around my house lately, so hopefully I'll be getting that sorted out soon. Also, you can follow me on Twitter if you want. anyone is always welcome to add me on Discord. Hit me up on Discord if you have any questions, need any help, want to help with the wiki, whatever.
And I will put all the links down below in the information box for the YouTube video. So people can check out all the links towards your social media and channels and the wiki, of course. Thank you very much, Alice, for participating to this first content creator discussion on the community show. That was really, really cool.
Thanks for having me.
Especially with the side that, I don't know, like Sunday night or Monday, or I don't know, it was really short notice.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but...
There we go. So yeah, that was great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Nice. So I do have a few things to remind you. Check out on Discord all of the events I have prepared. I'm going to show it to you, actually. There it is, here on the top, just below the banner. There's the event, in case you do not know, because often people do not know where the events are. And here you will see all kind of events. So every Tuesday, right after the show, or almost right after the show, I have a little break before, there's Play With Me. I'm setting up a group. It's off stream, so we're on Discord, we chit chat. It's very chill and relaxed. It's a different atmosphere than when I'm streaming. Then you have, of course, the community meeting. There's a 1 and a 2. They have different schedule to fit different time zone. You will see some of the dev joining sometimes. In general, Adrift is coming on the meeting 1. So if you want to discuss with Adrift directly about itemization, about abilities, about class balance, about encounter, well, join the community meeting the Wednesday evening or night. Then there's the Thursday. Sometimes Drindin or Moreland TV are joining and discussing about the lore, about different piece of development. Then we have the Sunday trade fair that I've been discussing about earlier, which happening every week. And of course the weekly community show, which happen right now. So that are the events that you can find all through the months. So you can sign them up in advance, etc., etc. And voilà, that's it for today. Thank you so very much, everyone, for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Do not hesitate to leave a question in the comments below and check out all of the links I have left for you to check out Alice or all of the information I've been sharing during this episode. Thank you very much for participating in our game, for being part of our community. You take care of yourself, and I will see you next time on Twitch or on YouTube. Bye everyone. Take care of yourself.